Hey everyone, welcome back to a Roguish journey to 60. The last we left off, we were about to take on Skull Rock. Now let's get out. Fuck this place. Before I dared venture into the cave with 4 of the top 10 killers in the region, I decided to prepare a bit. My skills were lacking, and I had a sweet mace I still couldn't use. So I decided, meat's back on the menu, boys, and set off to decimate a slaughterhouse worth of pigs for their meat. Yeah, that ought to do it. During the culling of pigs, I increased my chance at crits on my next opening strike after I got a kill. As I started cooking, all I could hear was the voices.
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat! Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat! Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat! Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat!
After I was done, I learned some more recipes, and I tried to hitch a ride to Thunder Bluff, but was quickly humbled. Knowing I was going to have to make the journey there, I first checked for training in Orgrimmar to see if I could get anything. I made some potions for the road, and I started running. And running. And running. Before finally making it to the crossroads, the major travel hub of the Barrens.
Hey!
I set my hearth, picked up the flight path, and turned in a quest before I started run. I found a corpse in the road as I got closer to the southern Barrens, but as I looked around, I noticed 2 others making the trek along with me. Feeling more confident now that I have some meat shields, I crossed the bridge to the southern Barrens, gave Mankirk's wife a slap, and continued on to Camp T, where I got the next flight path before making my way into Mulgore. After a while more of running, I finally made it to the sketchy Thunder Bluff elevator, and to the Weapon Master, where I finally learned to wield maces. After, I took a moment to admire myself and my new weapon. Next, I grabbed the city's flight path and ignored the first dungeon quest that would have given me a very nice set of bracers. I'm so sorry, my sweet. While I was in the area, I figured I'd level my new weapon skill a while, as I also got some meat and eggs to further level my cooking. When I got a fantastic surprise. Whoa! I equipped my new offhand, admired the drip again. Oh my god. And collected more cooking material. I thought I got another new weapon, but it would just go to the mount fund. I hearthed back to the Barrens and cooked up my steak and eggs.
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat! Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat!
I walked over and turned in a quest from Thunder Bluff and started collecting the various tasks around the outpost.
I'm saying like bing bop boom 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 bop bam. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Flying to Orgrimmar to deliver my boy Czar's meat to his girl as if I were a jumpman in his soak. He seemed stoked she received his meat well, and I was rewarded with level 12.
I guess she liked it. Nothing brings red to a lady's cheeks like a big juicy...
allowing me to improve my Sinister Strike ability. Next, I popped down to Ratchet and turned in a box to the Wharf Master so I could make some bag space. Because it was time for my prep to put in the work as I flew back to Orgrimmar to take on Skull Rock. When I got there, I helped a guy fleeing from the cave, and as I was about to start heading in to put in work, I was suddenly invited to a group. I thought over the rules that I had made for the challenge for a moment and remembered grouping for overworld quests is completely in play. I accepted the invite and watched as our little group got bigger pretty quick. Not too long into our spelunking adventure, we saw a lone troll in serious trouble.
Help! Help!
We took the aggro away from him so he could escape alive. I nearly died because I was focused on all the mobs around and not actually looking at my own health. Thankfully, our priest came in clutch with a heal as I tanked Gazzo's Voidwalker. I got a quest item from his corpse and the last searing collars I needed from the body pile. Now all I need is the insignia. I ended up making a very poorly timed pull and scare myself. And soon after we run into Gaz again, but this time with his level 14 elite friend. He didn't drop anything too good, which was a bit unfortunate. I get my insignia and help the last party member get his before fighting our way out of the cave. We were in that cave for nearly 30 minutes, but in the end, this was a huge achievement for the challenge run. Regardless, we part ways outside and I turn in the collars, and I'm told to meet with someone named Naru Fireblade. Before meeting him, I go talk to Thrall and give him the insignia. He believes Naru is actually working against the Horde and wants me to find out. I speak with the potential traitor and give him the orb from the cave because it whispers his name. He at first waves it off, but I tell him that he can speak freely with me as I'm a Burning Blade member. So he does give me insider information about the Burning Blade cult. After our little chat, I give him the collars to take a look at, and he tasks me with finding an ally of his over in the Barrens. Before leaving to meet his contact, I first go back to Thrall, confirm his suspicions, and pass up another dungeon quest that would give me an option of a pretty good weapon. I stopped off real quick and got a couple of new skills from the class trainer, such as kick and parry, but not backstab. Since I'm using a mace main hand, I can't use backstab for now anyway. I hurthed back to the Barrens and made my way out to meet with Niru's contact. Turns out he'll give me a sweet chest piece. Is the stamina worth it over the lost armor? Maybe. Someone better at math, can you find out and explain why I'm wrong in the comments? I take the magical MacGuffin from the table and I start heading over to the mountaintop.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Damn, that's picturesque. I reach the top, do a little killing, a little stealing, and a little destroying. I return and let my guy know about it, earning me a chest piece and another level, thus allowing me to upgrade my Sinister Strike even further. Lastly, I turn in some beaks I got off camera before calling it a successful day of adventuring. Until the next one, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed, come back next time for our journey to 60. You can also check me out on Twitch or Kick. Links will be in the description. So long.